want to thank you all for being here today, and I'm really excited for this conversation. With me, we have Sarah Malkin, Director of Entertainment Content Reality Labs at Meta, who are also partners today. So thank you for joining us, Sarah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Meta?
Absolutely, and it's great to be here. Thank you. I lead the entertainment content division at Reality Labs at Meta, which means my team is responsible for the programming and the development and producing of entertainment experiences in our virtual reality and mixed reality devices. So that's for us sports, music, and studios and streamers, really pushing forward the boundaries of what VR can deliver in those entertainment experiences.
Okay, wait, can I just get a show of hands? Does anybody have Meta glasses? Yeah. A few of you do, okay. They are so cool. Sarah put some on backstage, and I was like, oh my God, I'm like obsessed.
I love them a lot. They are, and we have a huge variety of colors and styles and features, and they're very, very fun. They're a great way to be able to capture the world around you, get information around the world around you, and still look very cool. But since you asked that, may I also ask, can I get a show of hands who has tried a virtual reality headset, either ours or someone else's? Great. Okay, lovely. That helps a lot to know that you're familiar with the technology as generally, and hopefully some of the things that we're making to show our customers inside of the devices.
You talked a little bit about, what you're doing. Tell us a little bit about how, VR is changing the way audiences experience live entertainment, concerts, and sports.
We're really excited about how the technology of VR and the experience of being immersed can really add new value for customers and for artists and filmmakers and franchises in experiencing entertainment the way you really want to feel it. Whether it's going into one of James Cameron's movies and stories as deeply and as richly with the highest quality sound and audio as you ever want, or whether it's being courtside at an NBA game in a seat you could never afford, where you can check out Timothée Chalamet across the court from you, unless you're watching the game, of course. Or you can go to a Sabrina Carpenter concert, which is sold out, and you are right there feeling her and watching her dance in front of you. We are really watching VR and enable and empower a whole slew of new experiences that are often very complementary and additive to the fandom that people already have for entertainment that they love.
I want to touch on that a little bit because I find, I know a few of you raised your hands that you've experienced the Meta glasses, and some of you have experienced virtual reality headsets. There's a lot of skepticism where people are like, I don't want to try virtual reality.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the challenges that you face on the business side.
Yeah, I think that we are pretty open-eyed about some of the challenges that we faced. Meta has been in virtual reality now for 10 years with a lot of investments and a lot of learnings along the way. And frankly, I think our biggest hurdle has been around the form factor. While we have continued to develop and we have the latest VR devices out in market, there's still something that can feel intimidating about putting a device on your head. Sometimes it can feel a little warm. You might not feel like you're your chicest. And that, I think, has honestly been a challenge. What we found is we are grateful that there are a huge community of people who almost wear that type of friction as a badge of honor, or who really enjoy going through that experience to get to the games that they love. So we've had a huge amount of success with our gaming base and with a huge catalog of games that we've created. But we're continuing to make really strong strides on the device itself. And I think we're also really changing focus to, or shifting into, more of general entertainment, more music, more sports, more movies and TV, a broader catalog of content as well. So I think it's a fair comment. I will still say that I'm very proud, and millions of people use our device owners. We continue to have new to VR people. 2024, the most people who bought our new Quest 3S were new device owners. So we do continue to have nice new adoption, but we have more work to do, and we're doing it.
You mentioned James Cameron earlier. I mean, he is one of the greatest filmmakers, also like so forward-thinking when it comes to technology. Talk a little bit about the partnership with James Cameron.
We've been obviously really beyond thrilled to have James be very excited about what we're building. He came to us saying, I am watching my 3D movies in your device, and they are finally experienceable in the way that I intended them to be. I won't try to do the poor man's Jim, but he's been very passionate about his disappointment in theaters for not living up to the quality that he believes is really necessary, especially for stereoscopic content, to make his movies and their visions shine. So he really wanted to work with us in a holistic way of bringing up a full pipeline and advancing technology both in production capture of stereoscopic content and then with our display, more distribution availability for particularly stereoscopic content. The way that's manifested so far is we just last week had him as part of our Connect our conference where we actually previewed an exclusive 3-minute preview of Avatar: Fire and Ash, the first time anyone has seen that movie outside of the people who worked on it, on our MetaQuest in 3D. For a limited time, and we have the amazing 3D trailer available now, and you can expect a lot more to come from that as he has really, as you say, leaning into the future, not ignoring or not denying the past and excited to bring that forward, but also really thinking about what's next. And for him, it's all about the story, the vision, and how it lands on the audience.
To that, talk about how Meta aligns itself with partners and how do you choose who to collaborate with?
Great question. We are, first and foremost, very passionate about artists, filmmakers, musicians, and leagues who have built a loyal and devoted fan base and who care deeply about their fan experience and who want to innovate to make sure that they're continually delivering what their fans might want and might enjoy. So our major criteria is certainly around breadth and reach and consumer interest, but also about the partner's innate desire to really continually improve and pioneer what is best for the consumers. So I think you see that with the NBA as our major partner, one of our major partners in sports, ESPN Edge, places that are really looking at how do we keep pushing and building for customers. Across music, that's musicians who really know that they want to provide access to their fans who may not be able to, in Blackpink's case, travel to South Korea for their last show. But they want to feel like they're right there and may not be able to pay for that super expensive seat, but want to feel them close. And in the case of studios and streamers, it's James Cameron, we just have a phenomenal partnership with Blumhouse that we have content coming soon, and NBCU and Peacock. So it's certain partners who are really leaning in to what the future is going to look like and have ideas. I mean, it's a true partnership between what our technology can enable, the tools that we make, and the ideas that they have and the vision that they want to put forth and the knowledge they have of their fans.
Talk a little bit about the partnership with Blumhouse.
Yes. We have a few great things going on with them, and Jason Blum is also really on the forefront of tech innovation. We are about to launch, and this is a brand new storytelling technique that will be available to others as well, Blumhouse Enhanced Cinema, which brings Megan and the Black Phone to your life in a way that is much more visceral, heart-pounding, in your environment than you can ever watch on any flat screen. So both of these films have been remastered with the filmmakers' involvement to bring the forest into your space, for FX and perhaps people to jump into your space and to really have a very full-bodied experience of these movies. This is really something we're proud of and we've been working hard on and will be coming out in October around Black Phone 2's release. And the other thing that we're doing with Blumhouse that's also very cool on another side of storytelling spectrum is an interactive world. So the other, outside of video and amazing cinema experiences, we also have interactive experiences where you're a full-bodied, embodied avatar and you can interact with others or interact with your environment. And we have a really fun Blumhouse world. Well, fun if you like horror. I find it terrifying, but it's a bit of an escape house where you encounter iconic Blumhouse characters, and there's a lot of fun happening all the time right now in that world. It's very active with people enjoying that experience and being part of Easter eggs and adventures and narratives. We have something similar actually for The Office, for those of you who are less maybe horror inclined, which is super fun, where you embody a Dunder Mifflin intern and have a lot of zany adventures for those who really want to get into the story, who are real fans and want to go as far as they can with other fans and with the material.
I was like, I don't know if I want to be
I know.
in Megan's
It's a little hard for me.
But I would like to be in that escape house. That sounds fun.
It is. It's very fun.
And I'd like to be an intern too. To that, like, how do you measure success when you do these partnerships and collabs?
Great question. We look at traditional metrics like how many people are coming, how long are they spending inside of these experiences, and we really care a lot about repeat viewership, and that's either to an individual experience or really to our platform holistically. Those are the things that we look at to know that we are providing value on a metrics basis. We also really look at a lot of qualitative research. We do a ton of testing and a ton of user research to get from people directly what they experienced, if they enjoyed it, where they had a challenge or trouble spot, and really smooth those out before they get out to the public.
How are you making access to Meta in the VR world accessible to like new users and just lowering that barrier so that it doesn't seem unreachable?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll talk about how we're making it more accessible for both creators and consumers, if that's okay. So on the creator side, those who want to engage in storytelling in VR, there are a number of different ways. We support YouTube very heavily on our platform and YouTube VR. They have a great library and ability to very seamlessly upload immersive content, and we curate and often showcase that content. So for immersive filmmakers, there's an avenue there. For those who want to build more interactive worlds, we just announced a Horizon Meta Studio, which actually has really very cool advanced Gen AI tools to help people build worlds and environments more quickly and eventually build an economy from that. And then on the consumer side, I mean, a lot of what we're doing is ensuring people have really clear discovery paths to what we're creating, that if they're there for the NBA, they can find it really readily. They can jump on. If they want to be an avatar and join others, they can make that happen really fast in a very non-intimidating way and jump in and join their Packers fans in an NFL game, or your Warriors fans is the majority of people that I work with for an NBA game. And really focusing on discovery and ease of access for the experiences, as well as just making a lot more of these types of experiences that we know a broad audience and a first-time audience is going to understand. I think what's nice about entertainment is, unlike a game where you may need to learn a controller system that you don't know, we all know what it's like to go to a movie, to go to a concert, to go to a sporting event. And so we try to make those experiences front and center so people really feel like they can have a familiar schema that they're entering into, and then pretty soon we find they're lost in the experience, having fun, kind of forget about the hardware.
I want you to look to the future as leaders in the VR world. How do you see virtual reality transforming entertainment in the next 5 years?
Yeah. We really see, and we're building this already, but we see it continuing to provide outlets that complement other forms of entertainment and have a really whole new way of experiencing and providing tools for storytellers and for consumers, and an economy around that. I mean, we're in an interesting moment in the entertainment industry, where I don't think anybody doesn't want new ways to distribute and experience amazing content that is creator-led and filmmaker-led and artist-led. And so we see that there will be people returning again and again for amazing concerts, sporting events, having a lot of choice in how they can watch the sports, whether it's immersive or we have new features that are tabletop sports. So you can watch F1 or NASCAR race from an angle that you can't anywhere else, really enjoying and diving into sports fandom in a different way, and watching movies and film and their favorite video content as well on our devices, and paying for them in ways that we do now via SVOD, TVOD, PVOD, ticket sales, merchandise, etc.
Yeah. Are there trends that you're actually excited for yourself?
Yes, I mean, one of the things I just mentioned, the choice. Something that we are really seeing, we're developing on the tools side, but we're also seeing our creators and leagues and partners leaning into is that ability to offer consumers choice. I mean, we all know some days we want to watch something and just completely immerse ourselves in it and block out the world, and other times we want to keep Love Island over here while we're doing something over here. And we're really leaning into how to create that choice. So the ability to make a screen very big and dim the lights, the ability to have different panels up at the same time. And inside of the content, in sports, being able to have that view, but choose the angle that you're watching, pull up different stats if you need them, if you want to know more about a particular player. And in music, do I want to listen to this or do I want to feel it like I'm in the concert, and how? So the concept of really allowing choice, not for its own sake, but because it actually provides a job to be done or a value for a consumer, is something that I'm seeing emerge as a trend across categories, and we're really leaning into.
Okay, I'm really excited about everything you've just told us about James Cameron and entertainment and sports. Like, I'm sold. I'm not even a football fan. I'm like, now I want to experience this through Meta glasses. Unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. But if people want to find Meta and the glasses and virtual reality, where can they go?
Oh, yes. Many different consumer retailers. Target, Best Buy, for the glasses, Lens Crafters, and of course, Meta.com. And a lot of our entertainment content is now, if you have MetaQuest or the MetaQuest lines, very visible through our new Meta Horizon TV, which has put all of our content experiences, including our live events, in the same place. So if you have a device, go in and check it out. There's a lot of new stuff, and really thank you for your attention. Appreciate it.
Sarah, thank you for that insight into everything Meta, and thank you, everybody. Stay tuned for our next conversation.